Hello and welcome, dear humanity, once again here on our channel. And we continue the Gnostic investigation, taking down the pedo satanic criminal network and everything that comes with that. Once again, it's us,
Hello.
the usual suspects,
Yeah, the bad guys.
the bad guys doing the work for Planetary Intelligence in the name of the one and only highest source.
The bad guys who speak the truth, so they're bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we do it anyway because we have a responsibility to make public what needs to come into the public arena. And we have a responsibility, especially today, to speak about a certain individual who goes by the name of Ahmed Hashimi, who we've had featured here on this platform. And we have a responsibility to talk about Ahmed Hashimi because, as is a modus operandi and a pattern that has emerged, Ahmed is not ready to speak with us in the private and settle this in the private. He most certainly has ignored me for many, many months, and therefore you reap what you sow, Ahmed. So let's speak about you, Ahmed, because we got some questions, and we're the ones asking the fucking questions. So, you've been featured on Ahmed's channel also, haven't you, Harold?
As a matter of fact, Ahmed and I established that platform, Planetary Intelligence, together. And I'm sorry, Ahmed, okay? I have to state this and I have to do this publicly, okay? Because it's difficult to contact you now. Because for some reason, you're avoiding my messages. You don't want to speak to me. I send you a message and you don't get back to me for a month, 2 months. The last time we spoke was beginning of December, wasn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything from you since. We were once brothers, remember? We met when? 2020, which wasn't long ago. However, we were supposed to be brothers. And I ended up coming to Austria with Walter and we stayed in touch and we had a good connection. However, there's obviously something standing in our way. Whether you have a problem with me, or whether you have a problem with Steve, or whether you have a problem with the two of us doing what we're doing together, I don't know, but it's appearing that it's beginning to look like you're not with us, Ahmed. You're not there anymore. You're not there. Ahmed's not there anymore. And I think this goes back to way before we even met, to be honest with you. There's something you're keeping from us. You're not able to face us. You don't want to come forward about it with us in public. You don't want to communicate with us. So we're having to call you out in public now. It seems that it's the only way of getting the attention of those who oppose us these days, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
Not because we're slandering you. This isn't a slander video. We have to expose everything which goes against divine natural order. And we built that platform together, Planetary Intelligence. Okay. My last video was back when on Planetary Intelligence, months ago, with you, Ahmed. All of a sudden, you dropped me. Who came up with that name, Planetary Intelligence, for that platform? Me. And on top of that, together we put the black jaguar as our emblem and a picture of the Divine Mother as a profile picture for that platform. However, my instructions from the mother now is take it back, because this channel has nothing to do with planetary intelligence anymore. It's an abomination to Mother Earth. So I command you to take that, either take that platform down or change the name, and don't use any of those pictures and logos anymore.
So you mean the picture of specifically of ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca, the mother, and the jaguar. And change the name of that platform from Planetary Intelligence to whatever the hell you want, because it's got nothing to do with Planetary Intelligence. If anything, Planetary Intelligence is pissed off with what you are doing with it. Okay? So before you think I'm attacking you from out of nowhere and slandering you from out of nowhere, Ahmed, okay? You have to understand where I'm coming from. This isn't only just me. This is coming from Planetary Intelligence, which you're mocking that channel. Take it down.
Why is this so important that we raise this topic? Because as you rightly say, this is not about slandering, this is about responsibility and authority.
You have no authority. You have nothing to do with embodying the medicine. Okay? For how long have you been working with the medicine for, Ahmed? Okay? Since August 2020, right? Walter and I did a ceremony with you twice. First time was with Walter himself. Second time was the three of us together. And then we left for Austria. And then you didn't work with the medicine for a long time until I said to you that I'm working with the medicine here in Austria. And you decided that you buy some of the medicine and you start working with it too. Then you met some people who claim to be shamans and medicine people, okay, who have a lodge space somewhere up north in the north of England. And you began to work with them, okay? This is how the network operates, Ahmed. Yeah, this is what they tried to do to me. I tried to explain this to you, but it went through you. This is how they put their archons in you, in places like these so-called retreat centers. And when I see you now speaking in your videos, I don't see Ahmed there anymore. There's something else. So what happened to you? You got taken over somewhere down the line because you're in the hack that you want to run retreat centers so that you can heal other people when the real person who needs the healing is yourself. That medicine work was for you and only you. Not so that you can do ceremonies with other people. You don't know what you're doing with the medicine, Ahmed. This is how people get taken over by archons. People who think they know how to use the medicine. They know nothing about it. They know nothing about protection, nothing about how the energies work.
And this is where we come in with our authority and responsibility as the capstone to the information pyramid, to not have any satanic inversion, perversion, being done with this medicine. So we're going to come and face you, Ahmed. I'll make absolutely sure I'm coming to England, that you see us directly. So you better do your homework now. All right, mate? You want to continue on? Because there's more to all this. This is the YouTube channel. So if you think we are correct in what we are saying here and you can connect some dots, all right? Ask some questions if you want to take the time. But don't waste your time on the interviews here. I'll show you why. Okay, and this is the logo we're talking about. Mother Ayahuasca. And we are in full authority to claim that picture back. You have no business using that picture because you do not act according to moral code and you do not work with the medicine responsibly. You do not have the authority to use that picture. That picture is for our use and our use only. You got it from Errol, and that consent has been withdrawn. I think Errol was pretty clear on that.
Yep.
So anyone who also thinks that there's something going wrong here, write some questions, because I bet some people here listening to this will have questions when we walk through all of the pictures here and the slides we've got.
Ahmed, how can you establish a platform with me and then exclude me from that platform? As an honest, pure, good intent human being, can you please explain that to me?
Exactly. Answer those questions, will you? So, I wasn't aware of that because I hadn't looked Ahmed up ever since I had my first questions about you, Ahmed, when without me even asking for it, you just came out of nowhere and wanted to, and did, diagnose me as, quote, having PTSD that manifests as schizophrenia and narcissistic behavior and compulsive lying. Well, shall we find out who's fucking lying, Ahmed? Shall we find out, because this investigation is started and it is with you, all right? Do you see this, Ahmed? Because I think you're very much part of this criminal network. And I, for as a difference, think you've been in on the network since the very beginning. This is my conclusion I've come to. So let's look what everyone can look up under Amed Hashimi. Amed Hashimi is an actor. Go figure. You did a really good acting job. Crying like a little demented child in that Zoom call we did. Everyone can read that up for themselves. After having recently played the role as Syed in the internet fan film Predator, Dark Ages, to great reviews, Amed is rising to become a unique British Middle Eastern actor. With over 15 years of martial arts training, it became evident that the film industry is lacking in its typecast and unique skill set. Working in independent films gave him the opportunity to work with top action stars Scott Adkins, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and mentored by Joey Anza. Oh, is that your handler, is it? Does she know anything about psychology? Did you learn that from her? For Ahmed, this wasn't enough, though. He wanted to be taken more seriously as a dramatic actor rather than limiting himself to the action genre, and has since trained in radar and in various other techniques to strengthen his foundations. He has more recently appeared in Street Fighter, Resurrection TV miniseries, and award-winning short film Chameleon, alongside renowned actor Togo Igawa. So let's move on. This guy is an actor. and you're blowing up smoke up your ass, mate. Because you're certainly not blowing fucking smoke up my ass. I know who you are. And I've made it my personal mission to discredit you. Let the truth shine through. And shall we find out who's fucking lying, Amed? Shall we find out?
Now, Ahmed, my concern is more on the side. The reason why I'm pissed off, okay, is what you have done with the channel Planetary Intelligence and what you're doing with your what you call your medicine work. It's not your medicine work. You're not authorized to work with the medicine the way you're working with it. And I'm here to tell you this. You don't have authority over the divine as such because you're not in a space to use that medicine. Okay? And to make a mockery of the divine in the way you've made a mockery of it with the channel, the intention of that channel was to provide useful information of what planetary intelligence wants from us in this time. Not to talk about fucking alkalinity and lemons and what foods are good for you and what foods are not good for you, and about Tartaria and the history which we've been told. If you go onto Gnostic Takeover and have a look at our videos, okay, this is what we have to be talking about today, Ahmed. Anything else is masturbation. It's fooling yourself and pretending to yourself that there is no problem. It's escapism. If you want to engage yourself in escapism on a channel and have a channel dedicated to that, that's fine. That's your business. But you do not use planetary intelligence to do that. That is my concern. That's what I have a problem with. Okay, Ahmed?
Yeah, and then one starts to reflect and realize that throughout the time that I spent with you, Ahmed, you were mimicking the whole time. There's no originality coming from you. You're an actor. You have no business talking about Gnosticism because you have no fucking clue what it is. Right? Because you didn't even apologize for everything you did. And I know what you did, Ahmed. No apology, not even a thank you for sending a donation to you when I heard apparently you need money to come over here to Austria to help you come over here to Austria. Constantly blowing smoke up everyone's ass that you're coming here to Austria to help us take down the fucking mafia that you fucking work for.
Steve, he sent us some money as well, though, didn't he? And so in return, you decided to send him some money back, just to make it balance, make the situation balance. And yeah, Ahmed, you've been meaning to come to Austria since a year now. And now obviously it's totally out of the question since we haven't even heard from you for over 2 months now.
Now, do not bite the hand that feeds you. Because when you look into the ties of the music industry and the film industry with the intelligence services, well, I think I'm connecting some dots here, am I? Because we're only scratching the surface here, mate. So let's move on. Ahmed. I've got all of the Zoom call documented, okay? You actor, or as I would like to say, you filthy prick. Because I'm happy to be swearing at you. That's my planetary intelligence. What they do for everyone here at the Gnostic Takeover, okay? this is true planetary intelligence, and all the Gnostic Takeover is dedicated is power. Everyone come in their power in your time, all right, and what you need to come into your power. This is the information that is dedicated to assist you by sharing our own experience. And one of the things you need in your armor to get into your power is to find out who the fucking psychopaths are who always want to get under your skin. With the way they talk, okay, in that Zoom call, the way Ahmed looked at me was like, oh, I'm above you, I'm superior. Oh, you poor. Oh, you're so poor. I'm pretending that I'm your friend, telling you you've got PTSD, are schizophrenic, and suffer from narcissistic behavior. Oh, thanks, mate. They want to get under your skin because what they're using is your own insecurity in your own being here. They are the ones that want to tell you about your medicine work when they've not even been a part of the ceremony. What the fuck, mate? I mean, if there's a transgression of boundaries and irresponsible behavior, that's it. You haven't even been part of an ayahuasca ceremony I took part in with Errol and others, and you're trying to tell me how the medicine works for me? I think there's a much bigger play here, Ahmed. You ancient psychologist who meets a grandmaster psychologist who fucks you over. That is my very reason here on this planet, to fuck you over, Ahmed. Because you're trying to destroy minds. You tried to destroy me, and you know what happened? I came into my power because you can't do anything. I know how psychopaths work, and they have got nothing on me. I'm taking down your fucking boss you're serving.
You know, I mean, I was a part of that Zoom call as well, as you know. Yeah. And I was on your side with Yona, me, and you. We ganged up on Steve in that Zoom call. Okay? Because I was under the hack too. However, I unhacked myself. They really pitied, they really pitted me and Steve against each other. And it was that time. And on that Zoom call, I slayed Steve too. And you know what? I see Steve now for who he really is. That's what happened. And he sees me for who I am. And we see everyone involved for who they are. It was all a part of the network. So the question is, who are you serving now, Ahmed? Who are you serving now? When you used to talk about bringing down a satanic network, slaying them, you've further descended back into their network, their system. Full-time job again, making your income again, engaged within the system again fully, and forgotten about your path, which was what? Or what you told us what your path was to take down this satanic network and solve this problem once and for all. You've fallen back into their system, serving them, which makes you a part of the network too. This is why we question you, Ahmed. It's a big flip from being with us, doing what we're doing with us, to changing sides, switching sides, joining the enemy again. So the question mark is, were you with them in the first place and you were pretending? That's why we question you, and we would appreciate if you can give us an answer. You're more than welcome to contact us and we can have a little chat. Isn't that right, Steve?
That's right. But you can have a chat with Errol. Because I know who you are, Ahmed. I know exactly who you are. And the fire is coming through me, alright? So you can talk with Errol, you can't talk to fucking me, okay? Because I'm not being blown fucking smoke up my ass. I'm taking down your boss, and I'm gonna face you, man, because you tried to destroy me, and it only made me stronger. Because I'm the fucking one who's doing the shadow work, not you. I know who you work for.
We've got nothing to hide, Ahmed. We're transparent. That's why we do everything publicly now, so that nobody can say shit.
That's why I say what I want. I do what I want because I'm taking down the fucking Satan himself, your boss, that you're serving, you psychologist. You're the psychopath, narcissist. You're slaying all of you. You listening? You low level initiate. You even admitted that you were contacted by the Illuminati. Oh, to move further up their shit pyramid, huh? And wank someone off that's above you, you little gay boys. I say what I want, I do what I want because I've got license to do so. Because I'm in the truth. So are you working for intelligence agency MI5 or MI6 on it?
Because we're working for Planetary Intelligence, the highest of commands.
We'll be the ones giving you the fucking orders. And the first fucking order is gonna be show your bloody Chavy Chase, alright, in our office. That's gonna be everywhere because we own the fucking planet. Due to the authorization of Planetary Intelligence to be in command, in charge of the entire operation on planet Earth as a capstone to whatever shit pyramid you wanted to get higher up on. It ain't gonna happen, mate. You're gonna take the orders from us. We're gonna be your fucking boss. And you better come clean.
You know, Ahmed, if you can put yourself in my shoes, okay? The way you gotta see it is, the moment I began to visit Saint Corona here in Austria and began to do what I did in Saint Corona, which was taking down the high priest of Satanism here in this country in Saint Corona, you slowly began to dry away from me, where we used to be in contact nearly every single day, man. We used to have Zoom calls, WhatsApp calls nearly every single day. Catch up what's going on in your life, what's going on here in Austria with our life. And then you stop communicating. And then I didn't hear from you for weeks. And then all of a sudden you would come online and send me a message. Yeah, I'll call you next week, brother. Next week would come. We'll have a quick chat. And then that would be it. And then wouldn't hear anything from you for a whole entire month. And now I haven't heard anything ever since me and Steve got back together since the Corona job. Okay? You don't want to have anything to do with me either. None of us. So, can you really blame us when you think about it? To think the way we think. Why are you hiding from us, running from us? Why are you not facing us? What have we done which is so bad for you? But stand within the one and only truth and expose these bastards. Is it because you're afraid of being exposed for your doings as well, Amed? Please enlighten us.
Yes, that's how the investigation continues. And we're pulling all the punches here. Gloves off.
And don't think that we're directly calling you out for paedophilia and Satanism either. Right?
Well, I would say is that I say whatever the fuck I want because first of all, I know how the court system works and I've not done anything wrong. That's why I do what I want and I shout as loud as I want and I swear as much as I want for sure. Because what you tried with me, Ahmed, is pure psychological warfare. All right? I know exactly what happened there. Yes, it made me stronger, but doesn't take anything away from the crime you committed there. I mean, What a transgression of boundaries to diagnose someone who didn't ask for it. That's Satanism. I know what Satanism is. It's ancient psychology. All right? And that's what you tried on me. So I know you're in on the protocols of how Mossad and intelligence agencies work. And then I connect the dots that this is Satanism that you're serving. All right? And therefore I can conclude that it's because pedophilia is Satanism that you're serving the Peter Satanic Criminal Network.
Of course. Of course.
Which makes you our enemy. However, this new signal that's coming in, we speak here as your fucking boss. We are the capstone to the entire mafia. The entire global mafia is listening right now to the head of the mafia, which is us, the Gnostic Takeover, because this is a takeover. All right? And the way you take over the entire structure is through plant medicine that is authorizing us as the legitimate authority on this planet.
This is why we command all of you to lay your hands off our medicine. The medicine belongs to us, we belong to the medicine. You do not touch the medicine. Your hands have to be clean so you can touch it. Otherwise, you will all burn.
On this note, thank you for your attention and let the truth shine through all dimensions.